The emotional security blueprint. They say women fall in love with words, but they stay for how they feel. And what she feels, beneath the conversations, the romance, the history, comes down to one core truth. A woman cannot love deeply in a place where she does not feel emotionally safe. Because for her, love isn't just connection. It's security, not control, not certainty, not ownership, but that quiet inner knowing that says, with you, I'm safe to be me. Tonight, we decode the psychology behind that feeling and why it matters more than chemistry, attraction, or charm. This is FEMCODEX, where psychology meets truth, and truth meets you. Chapter 1, Emotional Security, What She Really Means. When a woman speaks about security, she doesn't just mean financial stability, or loyalty, or commitment. She means something more subtle, more invisible, more human. She means she feels safe in your presence, emotionally, mentally, energetically. Safe to speak, safe to be imperfect, safe to feel. Because unlike many men, who may separate emotions from attachment, a woman's heart attaches where it feels understood. And when she doesn't, her heart begins to guard itself. Quietly, she may still smile. She may still show affection. She may still say, I'm fine. But inside she retreats. Not because she wants to, but because her nervous system is trying to protect her. Emotional security isn't poetry. It's biology. Chapter 2. The core question her heart keeps asking, whether she realizes it or not. Her mind and body are always asking one question. Am I emotionally safe with you? Not sometimes. Not only when things are good, but consistently. Emotional safety means she can express herself without being dismissed. She can cry without being shamed. She can open up without fearing it will be used against her later. She can disagree without fearing punishment or withdrawal. She doesn't have to act stronger than she feels just to keep the peace. She doesn't have to beg to be heard. She doesn't have to explain basic needs as though they are burdens. Because when a woman doesn't feel emotionally safe, she doesn't argue more. She feels less. She talks less, shares less, trusts less, not out of spite, but out of survival. Chapter 3. The 4 Pillars of Emotional Security. Psychologically, emotional safety is built on 4 pillars. Break one, and the foundation starts to crack. But build them, and attraction grows deeper than chemistry ever could. Let's break them down. Pillar 1, emotional presence. She doesn't need you to solve everything, but she does need you to be there. Not half listening, not scrolling your phone, not dismissing. Presence means you notice changes in her tone before the tears appear. You sense when she pulls back. Without accusing her, you enter the conversation instead of escaping it. Presence tells her your inner world matters here. And for a woman, that matters more than perfection. Pillar 2, emotional reliability. Emotional security is repetition, consistency, dependability. It means you don't explode one day and go silent the next. You don't promise change, but repeat the same patterns. You don't show love only when you want something back. You become emotionally predictable, not boring, safe, because when your reactions are stable, her nervous system relaxes, and when she relaxes, she opens. Pillar 3, emotional honesty. Emotional honesty is not always pleasant, but it is grounding. It's saying, I'm hurt, I'm scared, I don't understand, but I want, instead of hiding behind ego, pride, distance, or anger. A woman feels emotionally safe with a man who can tell the truth gently, without using the truth as a weapon. She doesn't need a perfect man. She needs a man whose inside world matches what he shows on the outside. That alignment creates trust. Pillar 4, emotional respect. Respect is not dominance. Respect is not control. Respect is, you don't speak to her like a child when you're angry. You don't punish her with silence. You don't roll your eyes at her feelings. You don't tell her she's too emotional, because the fastest way to destroy emotional security is disrespect. Once respect cracks, safety shatters. And once safety shatters, love begins dying quietly, even if the relationship continues. Chapter 4. What happens when emotional security fades? Here's the part most men never see. A woman rarely leaves suddenly. She rarely collapses overnight. She disconnects slowly. She explains. She repeats. She hopes. Then one day, she stops. Not because she stopped loving you, but because she stopped feeling secure inside the love. And when emotional safety fades, she survives the only way she knows how. She withdraws her heart. Her voice softens. Her laughter fades. Her trust thins. Her affection becomes hesitant. She is still there, but not completely. And by the time many men notice, she's already gone emotionally. Chapter 5. How a man creates emotional safety. Not with flowers, not with money, not with grand speeches, but with emotional grounding. It looks like this. You stay calm when emotions rise. You listen before defending yourself. You try to understand rather than win. You apologize without ego. You lead the conversation back to peace, not silence. You don't disappear. You don't threaten to leave. You don't weaponize distance. You stay, not to control the storm, but to steady yourself within it. Because whether she admits it or not, she feels safest with a man who remains emotionally steady while honoring her feelings. That steadiness is not coldness. It is strength. Chapter 6. What women secretly want to feel. Deep down, she wants to feel like she can fall asleep next to you, and her heart is safe. She wants to feel like if she broke down, she wouldn't break the relationship. She wants to feel like you don't leave when things get emotionally complicated, because real attraction is not built in laughter and passion. It is built in the moments where vulnerability meets safety, where she opens, and you hold. Not control, not dominate, not fix. Hold. Chapter 7. The FEMCODEX truth. A woman doesn't stay because you're charming, handsome, successful, or interesting. She stays because with you, her nervous system can rest. Her heart doesn't brace for impact. Her voice doesn't shrink. Her emotions don't feel like liabilities. She feels safe, respected, seen, chosen. And when a woman feels emotionally secure, love is an effort. It becomes gravity. So ask yourself, am I building emotional safety or silently eroding it? Because the men who keep women deeply in love aren't louder, smarter, richer, or stronger. They're simply emotionally safe places to land. This was FEMCODEX, where psychology meets truth, and truth meets you. Until next time, honor the heart. You're asking to trust you.